Welcome to Tech Topics brought to you by CyberVenger. We help keep small businesses stay protected and compliant with cutting-edge cybersecurity and IT solutions.
Hello everyone and welcome back. My name is Andy. I'm the managing consultant for CyberVenger. We're doing another deep dive into the 110 controls of the NIST 800-171. If you don't know what that standard is, you should check out our video, especially if you want to do business with the Department of Defense or really any federal bureau, any federal department. You need to be able to comply with that standard if you're producing CUI. So anyway, this control is 3.4.3. It's the third in the control and the configuration management section. These controls are grouped together in families, so that particular family. This basically says, if you look down here in our sheet, it says we get to track, review, approve, or disapprove, and log changes to organizational systems. Now, it goes on in detail on that, but I'll sum this up. Change management is a big deal in any organization. The bigger the organization, the more important it is and the more formal you need it to be. I've found that most smaller organizations simply having a ticketing system that tracks all user requests can be adequate for that. But what I recommend doing is that if you can configure a parameter on your tickets to say what kind of classification it is or what ticket type it is or something like that, you should probably have some kind of change management type assigned to the ticket, so it's easier to query, okay, these are all the changes that have happened recently. Now, this is just good practice, not even just for security, but if something breaks, what's the first question as a troubleshooter you always ask? Well, what's the most recent thing that changed if it's not working now? So you want to know that. You want to be able to have the IT crew get in there and query that very quickly. You definitely also want to be able to query it quickly if you have an auditor over your shoulder, if you're trying to get the CMMC certification, that sort of thing. But once you do that, you just got to basically, your entire team, everybody involved, to build up a consistent discipline and ethic to make sure that any change they want to do, they get approval for it, they log in a ticket, get approval on the ticket, and then make the change, and then close the ticket with the results of the change. Or roll back, maybe close the ticket saying, hey, we changed our mind, or we can't, or something else had to happen. But it's very important to keep that kind of paperwork going. And if you notice, this is sort of a business administrative sort of thing. It's not really a technical thing. And there's a lot of that in NIST 800-171. That's why it's really important that when you do the NIST 800-171 changes and when you try and do the CMMC assessments, that you have the cooperation of management. You work closely together. IT and management, it's a joint job. It's got to be done together or it's not going to work. So another thing you could do to help aid and further this particular control is not only to track the changes that way, but trying to detect changes that aren't tracked. Do a little quality control there. So if you have some kind of RMM tool that's gathering and doing an inventory of your systems or any kind of inventory system, what's not a bad idea is to have some kind of regular process where you'll just sample machines, automated if possible, but even if it's manual, we can sample machines and compare them against what your configuration management tool expects them to be and what they actually are. A lot of times, you can have things flag you if the configuration changes. A lot of firewalls will be able to show the most recent change. Like if you're in a Fortinet, I think there's we can compare the config, or if you got a Cisco switch or something, you can look at the configs that they changed. Not a bad idea to work that in. Any way you can automate that, of course, is ideal. It doesn't explicitly call that out, but certainly you want to be able to have the help desk side of that. That's definitely, I think, mandatory. Automated ways to see changes that weren't logged is important. And when you catch them, you really got to talk to the people who made the change, find out who did it. I think it helps not to make it a witch hunt kind of a thing, but to make sure that people know that they really need to put it into the ticket. And make sure that is, in fact, documented. Documentation is huge with any part of compliance, but particularly with the NIST 800-171. You want to have a roadmap, and you want that roadmap, or that diagram of everything that exists, and you want it to match what you actually have as precisely as possible at all times. So that's really it. It's a pretty simple control. You just want to track changes to environment. I think that's a well-understood concept, so I don't want to be a dead horse here. So that's all I got for this one. Thanks very so much for watching, and I hope to see you in the next one.
Thanks for watching. We hope this video has provided valuable information to you. Be sure to share this video with other small business owners to spread the word about the importance of cybersecurity. As always, don't forget to like and subscribe for more videos like this. If you want more information about cybersecurity, visit us at www.cybervenger.com.